Ever had to paint some cedar shingles? It's really, really hard. It's really complicated. But I found a solution to make it easier. We're looking at some regular cedar shingles. When you do install them, what happens is that you need to have both sides painted so that when you have your reveal of 5 inches, when it dries up, especially in a dark color, you'll see the back side of it. So in order to solve this issue, you need to paint the entire shingle. Now, on the internet, I've looked online, and many people what they're doing with it is they're dipping the entire shingle and then they're hanging up on a clothesline. So what's going on? You're painting both sides of the shingle for nothing. You're using a lot of stain, and stain at $60 a gallon is very expensive. So I figured out a way so you can paint at least 11 inches of the shingle and you get the same result, and you're saving time and you're saving a lot of work. So what I'm going to show you now is how I set up my operation. What I did, I took some old planks, some old 2x6, and I've grooved them so I can send the shingle in this fashion. And then, as you can see on the back, I take a spray gun and I paint them. Now this is fine, but what you need to do first is you need to make sure that your sides are painted, so when it dries, you're seeing the side of the shingle that's been painted. So one way that we've figured out to do it is that we take the bundles, we take it apart, we line them up all in the same direction, and prior to this, what we've done is we've taken the bundle and we've painted the top. And I'll show you now real quick what I've done is I put them on their side, on the edge, and I just use my spray paint and I get all the top ends, all the ends of them painted. And what you need to do after that, you just flip it around and do the same thing on the other side. So now that being done, you got your back end that has been painted. You undo your bundle. You take your shingle cedar shakes. What I do is I slap them all on one side so that everything's flat on one end. I just hold them tight on like this. I take my spray paint gun and apply a coat of paint. Now all my sides are done in one shot. Now what you do, you slap it down and you look, you see all the other side. And what you do, you spray paint like this. Now, with my setup, you put them upside down. And you just line it up this way. And you just, if you want, you gotta, what I've done is I made a groove at a 45-degree angle on these boards, and I set them up at 1 inch apart. Now this way I can set up all my shingles, and for this time, for purpose sake, I'll set them up like this, and I just take my spray gun, and voila! Your shingle's all painted. And so when you're going to apply, you leave it to dry for a day or two, depending if it's oil-based or water-based, and then you can set up your shingles, and all is covered. And that's how you do cedar shingles Canadian style.